But yeah, in terms of online, I did find out since last time, I've said before that I thought that the online was pretty lackluster. Because in terms of the requests here, there's not that many that you can do. It's just like a decent handful, and then like and then it's done. And that's what I thought for a long time. But I've since found out these actually cycle over time. I didn't know that before. There's nothing visually on screen that tells you that. So before, when playing this game, when I was like, oh yeah, the online's a thing there, but it's really lackluster because there's only like a handful of missions that you can do in multiplayer anyway. I don't actually know how many there are. They cycle regularly, and I had to like, you know, look around to try and get quests that I wanted and stuff. But yeah, I don't know anything about it except that it's insanely complex and OP if you can learn it. You don't even need to learn all the intricacies. Like, I just know a general decent smidge about Overdrive and how it works. I'm not like a pro at like every little thing that you can do. And even then, like, I can absolutely destroy things. I don't need to be like a super major pro. So yeah, these question mark ones, these purple ones, all yeah, fair enough. These ones will cycle, and you can force them to cycle by going and like creating a private lobby over and over again until you get like the ones that you want. These ones, the friggin' online thingamabobs, Yggralith 0 and Telethia Plume will revive so many times, so RP is the revival points. So that big number up there is how many times players globally need to kill the boss, essentially. Because every time, like, its health bar goes to 0, it just revives again. And it comes back to life and keeps on going until its RP drops to 0. I've never been in a fight where its RP drops to 0. You just kind of chip away at, like, some RP where you can get points. Yay. Is essentially how it works. But I've fought Yggralith 0 a couple times now on my own time. Sure, except with this party. Why not? Just because I wanted to, like, test out the capabilities of this build and, like, how fast I could destroy its health bars. And I remember with the original game with, like, my Ether Blossom Dance build, which, you know, paled in comparison to the damage output of my current build. I was able to shred health bars pretty fast. So, I mean, I can do it kind of even faster now. But yeah. Yeah, you probably would. Or be, like, right on top of that, paying attention to, like, where it's going. Alright, well. So it lasts for 8 minutes. Either you survive for 8 minutes, or... yeah, you survive for 8 minutes and then it ends. Or you die 3 times. Is what happens. So I do a decent bit. Blossom Dance is where my real damage output is. Am I not targeting an appendage? I don't think I'm targeting an appendage. There, tail is an appendage. I should be able to do more damage now. Because, like, my 2 skills that boost my damage there. So, like... so now... whoops, I'm bad at video games. Now I kind of take out a full health bar with each strike of Blossom Dance. When it's fully charged up. So, you know. A little bit under a health bar with Hercules Blow. Maybe if I focus more on my melee attack, I'd be able to do better. Maybe I'll do extra damage with the Soul Voice. I haven't tinkered with, like, Soul Voice and set them up in any way. So, yeah. Yeah, took off Magnum Edge, replaced it with Tornado Blade, just for, like, more melee arts that I can spam. Because, like, I don't think I need to worry about keeping my TP up with Magnum Edge. Like, with an Aura Boost TP and with Morale Boost TP, these are a good way to keep my TP up. So they're just damage to spam while also keeping my TP up so I can keep on spamming Blossom Dance. Is how things are going. Hercules Blow is still pretty fun. But, yeah, here. Let's do the fully built up Ghost Walker, how about? So yeah, it seemed like I can farm Yggralith 0 pretty well at this point. It looks like my aura ran off. I don't see the flames anymore. It'd be nice if there was like a timer on screen that actually showed the aura. Would be kind of nice. But yeah, Celica's down. I can give my allies some TP here, and then they can res her. Good job, go res her. There, I do that, and then she can come back up, and then maybe she can debuff him, and then, like, my damage output just goes up. He activated Overdrive instead of resing her. Here, TP, go res her, please. I don't think it did. Maybe that was something Definitive Edition added, but I don't believe it did, no. I could be wrong. I played Xenoblade 1 a bunch of times, but I could potentially be wrong on that. Okay. So yeah, I don't believe so. So yeah, I can take out a lot of health bars of this guy now. But yeah. If it would be nice if this game had something like that. Look, Celica's back up now. Here, everybody gets TP. I can just spam that, and then everybody gets a whole bunch of TP. It's great. And then they can keep reviving one another. They can keep on spamming overdrive stuff. It's great. They're doing overdrive stuff. They've got increased chance of inflicting debuffs. Like Ether res down. That means I do more damage. So yeah, Yggralith 0 kind of struggles now. Is the case. And I mean, Yggralith 0 struggle against like my old builds as well. But I had to build up count. I had to be like, man, I hope that I can get up there and like be in a safe position at max count before Yggralith 0 kills me and still like die sometimes. Now I don't really have to worry about that much. Whoops, I actually meant to use Blossom Dance. Dang it. Whoops, I think I get a damage decrease. Yeah, that's about half damage because I used a yellow art and then an orange art. Oops. I still have my ore, it looks like. But yeah, I'm pretty good now. I can be safe like immediately, as opposed to needing to build up count, which is nice. Again, my damage would be better if I did a setup where I built up count. What is this camera angle? But for now, I'm kind of content with this. It is way stronger than any build that I've ever had in Xenoblade Chronicles X before. So I can't say I'm dissatisfied with it. Alright, well, they're down. They can't revive each other. I mean, they're not too important to this setup, so I don't really need to revive them per se. But I will. I will anyway. So yeah, I'm definitely way stronger than any of my party members. Oh, I'm actually accruing damage. Yeah, they really do, even though my setup is not based around that at all. Yeah, that can still happen sometimes. Do I not have my decoys going when, Yeah, so you have so many respawns. But now I have to build up count again. Or not build up counts again, I have to build up TP. Which means I might be screwed at this point. But hey, it goes pretty well while it goes. Is definitely the case. Not gonna get anything off of those, but at least I can chain into 0-0 and stuff. Yep, I am indeed. Just because I want to recruit the last party member that I need to recruit. And then, what else did I want to do this stream? There was something else that I really wanted to do. For safety's sake. For safety's sake there. Well, I mean, yeah, I might be kind of screwed at this point, but I took out a lot of health bars while I could. Definitely the case. As much as I can do of that. Hey, Stagger, you want to grab him? The Ares Prime does a really good job of, like, staying alive and just, like, chipping away a little bit. It's kind of nice. With morale, boost TP. I need you to not kill me, please. Yeah. Yeah. And now I don't have any energy, so I'm basically screwed at this point. So that is also kind of the downside of my build. It's great when I've got infinite overdrive and I'm going and stuff is amazing. But if I need to build up TP, and especially if I don't have the energy anymore, I kind of really struggle to build up TP. Man, show how sucky your build is here, true. So it's definitely far from perfect. There's definitely room for improvement. Well, I mean, morale boost TP. Sure, do that. 0-0 also gets me some TP, which is pretty nice. I might be able to get back. I am accruing damage here. I'm probably gonna go down again. Okay, please, 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 please. I'm good again. I'm good again. I'm not reviving anybody. Everybody is down, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna die to weather damage here is what I'm gonna die to. The weather's gonna kill me. The weather killed me. Alright. The baby could make a better build than this. Well. Yeah, the lightning storm here is putting in some serious work. I can do a little bit with my skill before the time ends, I guess. But still, while I was going strong, I did get like a lot of RP and stuff. But yeah, and yeah, that is a fair enough option. Gonna raise this up first. But yeah, look at the damage comparison in my Skell build compared to my ground build. Like, there's some enemies that I one-shot with this at this point, but like, you know, it doesn't really compare to my my ground build, which is a whole lot better when it's going. Yeah. Get the last little smidges of damage here. This isn't gonna land in time. Yeah. But yeah, so get a decent bit off of that though. Time's up. And then I believe I actually, for the sake of convenience, like, you can get other skills that are like better than the Ares 90 even in damage output if you really put in the time to like grind augments and all sorts of stuff. And maybe I'll do that eventually, but Ares 90 is pretty good for convenience. So I did kind of want to pick up an Ares 90. So I did take time to pick up all the materials that I needed for it, except for the golden Yggralith heart, because my internet has been down for like a third of the time the past several days. I haven't been streaming for a hot second because like my internet has just been like down like all the time here. It's been really sucking. I was kind of hoping that I'd immediately get it the next time that I fought Yggralith 0 when my internet was back here, but alas, no such luck. It is so laggy when I that there. So yeah, I'll get that at some point because that's literally all I need, and then I get an Ares 90. Maybe if I have some time at the end of the stream, maybe I'll fight him again. Maybe I'll get a golden Yggralith heart. The friggin' silver Vita cores. I looked it up online, and apparently the Vita has like a 20% drop rate of them, so it should be like 1 in 5. I swear, I fought that guy like 30 to 40 times before he gave me any Vita cores. I was starting to think that it was like impossible. The crude nail masks weren't that hard. Fighting the nail time attack enemies over and over again. Like, I got pretty decent drops with them. But the silver Vita core, I swear, for the life of me, it did not want to drop. So I was starting to like lose my mind there a little bit. So yeah, I could always just like spend reward tickets and get the Yggralith heart. Maybe I'll even do that this stream. We'll see. We'll see here. And then I get an Ares 90, and then that'll be the first time that I've had an Ares 90 like on camera here. Apart from like the very brief clips of playing like my original save file on camera in my early content creation days, like when I killed Lucille the Eternal, I was probably flying around in an Ares 90. I don't know. But yeah. I was grind for the Nile Nail Mask. Is that how it felt for you? Game hated you? Okay, so it was the Nile Nail Mask for you. It was the Silver Vita cores for me. Like, what the heck? Why can't they just drop consistently? I would rather the recipe call for, like, more resources, but they drop consistently from the foes in question, is what I would rather, like. Because I was starting to question, like, whether the Vita could even give me Vita cores. Like, I was sure that it probably could, because it's like, what else is it going to drop from? But it was starting to feel like darn near impossible at times. And I was like questioning my sanity, and like I didn't pick some up without realizing it, did I? No, it doesn't show that I have any. And there isn't laggy for you. I've been having a lot of problems with lag recently in this game. I don't know why. Maybe I'm breaking the game too much. But like, this is why I need a Switch 2. This is why I really need a Switch 2 this summer. I guess it'll be out by the time that this goes up on YouTube with how many videos I've made in advance. But like, you know, Lucille doesn't really live very long against me anymore. So I mean, okay, well, if I wanted to farm you, I would build up more TP before I did this, but I don't want to farm you. I just want to showcase how quick I can kill you now. That's all I want to do. This is also why my level got so high, was like farming drops against Lucille. So out of curiosity, maybe I'll get a TP up thingamabob with this. Imagine. After doing it for so long off stream, I got one like right here. That would have been sweetly something. Anyway, that's how fast I can kill Lucille now. Like, of course, if I wanted to like keep on going at him, I would use some other things like True Stream Edge, maybe some more Primer, Tornado Blade, and I could take off most of his health with a True Stream Edge at this point as well. In fact, I think I was actually one-shotting him with a True Stream Edge at that point. I have some clips around here that I had taken. I'm gonna be disconnected from online now. I also took on Gradivis because I was kind of bored and I wanted to test stuff out. Gradivis has like a bazillion HP. He's like probably the super boss that takes the longest to kill in the game. Like he's a good guy to go towards when you want to just like test out your damage and stuff. So, I mean, the total amount of damage that I've had to do, I just was just building up TP at that point. Mega Dimension doesn't really do much else for me. Her launch switch is having issues, but mine is also a year 1. Yeah, I have a launch switch here. But yeah, I don't know. I've definitely had a lot of lag issues with this game. So yeah, lots of damage there. I don't need to show that. You already know that I can kill Farsis. I think I was taking a bunch of clips of just showing, like, how fast I could kill... how fast I could kill Lucille, when many years ago, I thought, like, this is such a great achievement, and I had clipped it on stream, and, like, wow, I finally killed Lucille after, like, so many tries. But now, I can just, like, you know, without too much effort here. I guess I did Hercules blow there. Into that, or something. No, I think the one that I just did on camera was probably faster. I don't know. I was saving a few ones when I felt like I was getting, like, new Lucille kill records. But I feel like the one that I just did on camera is probably the best one anyway. So, I mean, I think a couple of other switches lag in random weird areas, but yours just hasn't. Interesting. Maybe it's a weird thing with mine being, like, a launch switch or something. Maybe. Because, yeah, this game is actually, like, really miserable for me to play in certain areas. Might be an overheat thing? Maybe. I'm just really looking forward to the Switch 2 so I can pop this bad boy in there and actually play it well. Because, yeah, I do want most of the post-game stuff that I do to be on Switch 2. Like, the only things I'm in a rush to do at this point are get the last party member so I can be grinding, like, with her. And unlock the stuff with the Hrusvelic scales. Apparently, if you do Liesel's last quest, then you unlock, like, the plane transformation for the Hrusvelic scale, and that seems to be, like, probably the fastest way to get around the world in Xenoblade X Definitive. So if I want to zoom around the world, like, killing tyrants and stuff like that, I might just want a Hrusvelic scale. So I'll still get, like, the Ares 90 for, like, when I want to kill things without worrying about, like, building up TP and stuff. But I wouldn't mind getting a level 60 Hrusvelic scale that can also go, like, super fast. So that's what this stream is all about, is get Mia, get the ultimate Hrusvelic scale, or at least unlock the ability to get it by doing that, and then probably taking time between sessions to, like, grind that out or something like that. Yeah, I don't have anything that needs to be replaced. I think overheating is a problem with many first-year Switches. Just for the sake of showcasing it on camera, I may as well face Telethia Plume. Finally, the best party member. Yeah, we'll get her probably right after this here. No, not a time attack thing, Bob. Online mission. I haven't actually faced Telethia Plume at all yet. This is actually gonna be the first time in this file. Sure, except this party. I've heard of a Switch melting a Switch cartridge. My Switch better not melt this cartridge of mine. It better not do it. Yeah, and I mean, even when I played this game back when, I always just went up against Yggralith 0. I never really fought Telethia Plume all that much. I don't start swimming, do I? Water shallow enough? Yeah, it's been a long time since fighting you, Telethia Plume. Nothing begun to read your thoughts. I don't exactly have Monado purge, so I don't actually remember how to deal with you. Make sure I'm targeting an appendage so I get, like, a bazillion extra damage. Okay, this away we go. I guess I could have told them to get in their skills for a little bit. Get me over here. Give my party members a bunch of TP again, why not? Let them do more things. We're all in overdrive here, which means I should also get, like, more bonuses. So, could be the case. Alright, let's see how much damage this does. Oh, you're reading my thoughts, so, like, nothing. How do I deal with that? Is that just, like, an aura that will wear off? May as well build some crap up in the meantime. Well, I may as well do. Don't really have anything else to do. Maybe it's so many times I miss. But yeah, I don't really fight Telethia Plume. I didn't back when. I just basically went against Yggralith 0. Oh, look, I can damage you now. Is my fire still going? I can't even tell in the water here. I think it is, but I'm doing this again just in case. Alright, look at this now. Whoops, I'm bad at video games. I'm not bad at video games. It's all a lie. So yeah, I can do a decent bit. Just for the soul voice, I guess I'll do this. I missed the chance with the soul voice. Whatever. Alright, I'm pretty sure I still have critical power. It's hard to see it when it's cycling and stuff like there. But yeah. Okay, so it works like my Ghost Walker then, where it's just decoy. I gotcha. So it's good to still keep up multi-hits. I gotcha. Good to know, so may as well keep up the pressure in that case. So it makes sense as a handheld console is a brand new concept and the Switch has gone through minor tweaks in design. Same with the Joy-Cons, but usually it was just minor. Well, handheld isn't new, but I assume you mean like the handheld home console hybrid being like the new thing. Yeah, so I can do a lot of damage. I can do a lot of it. And my allies are literally just here to help increase my damage even more and to, like, topple sometimes. that's a handy thing for them to do. They're just doing things that help me. And Gajarg and Celica do a little smidge of damage sometimes. And I guess Al as well with things like Hercules Blow. So they do little smidge of damage in their own way. But they're mostly here to keep my damage up as much as they can. Yeah, I can tell my damage is down. So, hey, boopity bop. So yeah, I am quite liking my current setup. Again, it could be better, but doesn't necessarily need to be, you know. I don't know if it necessarily does. All right, well. Wow, I'm bad at video games. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, so even my lesser attacks are taking off like multiple health bars. It seems like Hercules Blow is the most damage you can do in a single strike. And it seems like there's two kind of approaches that you can take to Aether Longsword. Either, do you want to really boost up your potential and build into Blossom Dance, or do you really want to build your melee attack and build up Hercules Blow? I'm kind of doing a mix of both, a little bit more focus on potential, I would argue. But yeah, Hercules Blow could do a lot more damage if I instead wanted to go down like the kind of melee attack line instead. But I'm definitely quite content with the Blossom Dance stuff. I definitely do not mind it. You really, really want to switch model with a better battery life, but won't really matter in the next few months anyway. Yeah. Switch 2 is coming on out here. We'll see how that goes. Let's see what happens with the tariffs and all that. I missed the chance for the soul voice. Just so I'm not going yellow to orange, I believe you miss out on like the overdrive damage bonuses if you go, is it gonna say here? Damage 1 times? I don't know, the thing, it looks like it's saying orange. Pretty sure if you go yellow-orange or orange-yellow, then you don't get like the bonuses. Oh. Al, can you like revive our friends? Here's some TP. Do it. There you go. There's one. Here, you want some TP, Celica? Here you go. Go revive Gajarg. There, look at that. So I don't even, as long as one person's up, I don't really need to do anything. I can just spam that button and then like we're good. So, God has better battery life? I hope so. Yeah, I mean, unless they come back into place again. It seems like he's very intent on going very, very back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to keep on doing insider trading with his billionaire buddies to keep on getting richer and richer. So, I mean, boop. Maybe my friends will, nah, my friends probably won't break that appendage, and I can't damage appendages. Okay, well, here, let's just go ahead and refresh things now. I better do. But yeah. For 90, oh yeah, just postponing it for 90 days. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. Just, they're not going in for 90 days. So, yeah, we'll see. So yeah, with my edits here, I figure these two together is enough to build TP. I don't need Magnum Edge anymore. Let's just fill the entire right side with a whole bunch of melee arts that I can spam. So you could argue that's built a little bit more for like guys like this that aren't gonna go down immediately. Because like most enemies in the game that I fight that aren't like, you know, these guys, or maybe the guy in Oblivion that I was just saying has like a bazillion health. If it's not like those guys, then I don't necessarily need a bunch of melee arts to spam anyway. Just like, you know, do these a couple times, do a Blossom Dance, and they're dead most of the time anyway. So you could argue like the whole right side being filled with orange arts is kind of more of a, you know, these online boss kind of grindy setup. What it kind of is. I hate how blurry the screen overdrive makes it. I hate how blurry overdrive makes the screen is what I was trying to say and kind of struggling to say there. Like I can't see things. I've said it before, I'll say it again. When I was playing on Semu, I thought that maybe it was just like a weird emulator thing where it was like increasing the blur effect. And like maybe the blur wasn't as bad in the original games because it had been a while since I played it. Nope, I know for sure that it is just how this game is. Alright, so multi-hits, I guess. Consume your decoy. No point using Hercules Blow then. Don't really have to have those charged up. Alright, well, there goes the decoys. Sweet. Jarg sounds like he's having a great time. Okay, you want some TP, you guys? Do I not? There we go. Guess I need a little bit of TP. This is what I need. Look, I can build that up in no time here. Oh, I don't think my ore is on there anymore. Yeah, any words, rush by switch 2 before things go to hell. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, so much TP. So yeah, I don't think I need purple arts anymore. That means I can't complete purple soul voices, but like, whatever, I guess. Whatever, I suppose. Yeah, the thing is almost done. Okay. May as well use the energy at this point. What am I gonna be saving it for? Okay. Okay. And then, do what I can here with the last little smidge. May as well. And then, get the tertiary cooldown with the energy and stuff. One last Blossom Dance for the road. There. So, I mean, that's a lot of damage. So, yeah. I think this build works pretty well. I'm quite satisfied. If I have some off time, I can increase the damage output further. But I'm pretty satisfied with this. And I think the next best thing to work on is scale stuff. Because if I'm fighting like a super boss that like stays in the air and I can't bring down. Okay, nice there. So I get the max rewards if I get at least 100. And I got 490 there. Got Urbane Hibiscus. Weather Mastery 5. Oh, that could be a nice fashion armor thing there. A bunch of Telethia things.